The Buffalo Bills did it again. Just when you think it's their year to get over the hump and beat Mahomes and the Chiefs, they come up just short. What a game this was on Sunday. Back and forth the whole way. The final 10 minutes of this ball game was just crazy. But even the first half, the second quarter was electric. Kansas City stole the lead late in the first half. Josh Allen led a touchdown drive and put the Bills up 17-13 at halftime. And that's when I was feeling good about the Bills actually doing this. You should never feel confident about a team beating Patrick Mahomes, but I was feeling pretty good. The stadium was insane, and the crowd was all in, just like you would expect. Then the Chiefs came out and took the lead back in 3 minutes with a 75-yard drive that ended in a Travis Kelce touchdown reception. This was his second of the day. Then the beast Jason Kelce started jumping around the stands, taking his shirt off, shotgunning beers, holding children to meet Taylor Swift. And that's when I felt like it was inevitable and the Chiefs were going to pull this one out. But the Bills fought back, taking another 4-point lead. The Chiefs responded with another 75-yard touchdown drive. Then the game got crazy. The Chiefs forced a 3-and-out early in the fourth, and Sean McDermott had a crazy-ass idea to do a fake punt with Damar Hamlin straight up the gut, which went about the way you would expect it to go, and that's when I just knew it was over. But then it wasn't. The Chiefs got to the 1-yard line, a chance to make it a 10-point game, still early in the fourth, and Mecole Hardman fumbled in the back of the end zone for a touchback. A rule that a lot of people want out of the game, but I happen to love the touchback rule. It happened to save the Razorbacks in 2010 against Mississippi State, so I will never forget this rule, and I'll never turn my back on this rule. At this point, you felt like God was on the Bills' side. You felt like there was no way they were losing this game. They had just been gifted with a touchback, something that is extremely rare in the NFL, and they had the opportunity in their hands. Josh Allen led another good drive, and it was going so good that the Bills started wasting clock. They didn't want to give Mahomes enough time to win it or enough time to score a touchdown or anything like that. They wasted it down to the 2-minute warning, and then it just all went downhill. A huge miss on second down by Josh Allen that would have been a touchdown on a play where Diggs was wide open for a 15-yard gain on an inside crossing route. Tony Romo bailed Allen out saying he got hit, but he really didn't. This should have been a simple throw, but it was a duck. The next play, there was nothing going, so they had to settle for a Tyler Bass field goal, and he missed it. The place was stunned. I was silent, and that was pretty much the ball game. Pacheco ran like a madman for the game-sealing first down, like he always does. He's been so good for them. Now, it is something to say, this field goal that Tyler Bass missed would have only tied the game up and still gave Mahomes almost 2 minutes to get in field goal range. So just heartbreak for Bills fans. They have been through so much. They will have to go through another offseason without a Super Bowl. It really makes you start to wonder, like, will it ever happen for the Bills in this era? With Mahomes every year, Burrow, Lamar this year, the Texans coming on strong. Josh Allen is a top-tier quarterback in this league, obviously, but it really makes you wonder. His weapons sure didn't help him out, though. Stephon Diggs practically disappeared. His leading receiver is the rookie from Utah, the tight end, Kincaid. Allen was the leading rusher as well. This game is not on him by any means, in my opinion, but the way media outlets work and those two final decisions by him, you will be hearing about Josh Allen all summer long. On the other hand, what a gutsy win by the Chiefs. They come into such a hostile environment here and get the win. Patrick Mahomes, like I said before, it's just inevitable. He's going to get to the AFC Championship every year. It just is what it is. It's his 6th year being a starting quarterback in this league, and it's his 6th AFC Championship appearance. Just a crazy stat. Kansas City's weapons showed up today like they haven't all season long. Kelce was awesome like he always is in the playoffs, 2 touchdowns, and like I've already talked about, the Scarlet Knight, Pacheco, almost had 100 yards in the ground and a touchdown. You can just never count this team out. The other game that happened on Sunday, the Lions, they're in the NFC Championship. The freaking Detroit Lions are in the NFC Championship. Who would have thought this in 2021 when they hired Campbell, when they traded for Goff and had won 3 games as the starting quarterback? Now Goff and Campbell lead this team to 2 wins away from the mountaintop in this sport. Speaking of fans being through a lot, Detroit Lions fans have been through the most you can go through, I believe, as a fan base. They got their first playoff win in 30 years last weekend, and now they're in the NFC Championship. This was a really good game as well, close all the way through. There was a point where I thought Detroit was going to run away with it, but the Bucs and Baker kept fighting back. This game was 10-10 midway through the third. Then that Detroit offense just turned it all the way up. a 64-yard touchdown drive, a 75-yard touchdown drive, and an 89-yard touchdown drive, all back to back to back. Gave them a 31-17 lead with about 6 minutes left. Then the Lions defense forced a 4th and 14, and Detroit was ready to erupt. Though those fans in the stadium were ready to go crazy, but the Bucs wouldn't go away. Baker Mayfield hit Mike Evans for a 24-yard gain and led a tough drive to make it a one-possession game. They got another chance to tie it up late, but Baker threw a pick early in that drive, and it officially ended it. Although Todd Bowles could have got them one more chance with about 30 seconds left, but he chose to take a timeout into the offseason with them, which was really confusing. The Bucs should not have even been here. Baker Mayfield revived his career and this team, shocked the Eagles last week, and played great in this game as well for the most part. Mike Evans, one of the most underrated receivers in the game, 150 yards and a touchdown in this one. He is incapable of not having a 1,000-yard season. It's just drilled into him, all the way back to his Aggie days in A&M. Now, I don't know what the Bucs do from here as far as finances, those two guys especially, but also Antoine Winfield, Levante David, Devin White, just big decisions for them. But yeah, we're down to the final 4 teams. It's Championship Sunday. Ravens, Chiefs, 49ers, Lions. I'll give you my thoughts and predictions for those games later this week, and I hope y'all tune in for that. I appreciate y'all.